fire inspector training, building inspector training of fire escapes, again in Milwaukee. We're looking at a fire escape here, 3 levels with a staircase to the ground. First thing, you can see that the fire escape has not been painted, so that would make it fail the deterioration, which is half the requirement for it to be certified every 5 years. So it has not been painted, in my estimate is in the past 25. I've got plenty of spalling that you can see that all the connections into the building are now 100% repacked. So we got a lot of broken cement down below. Some of the grading is not correct. The holes are too big and you can actually pass your foot through it over there on whoever repaired that. You look at the railings, some of the railings are not the proper heights. And then the staircase coming down. We've got a staircase that it looks like a fairly new addition. So one of the things we can look at is to see if there's any rust that's on this new set of stairs going up. And you can see going up the fire escape that the fire escape is still kind of tight because the staircase is kind of new, but it's already got oxidization. The entire fire escape is rusty as far as the set of stairs. But the stairs may pass the structural, but it doesn't pass the paint. But further on up, the fire escape does not pass paint or structural. Again, on the rear of this building, which is an alleyway, up there is Wisconsin. I believe this is Jackson. And to my other side of this building, which is that fire escape there, it is Milwaukee. So we're going to be looking at one more fire escape here, and that training would be this fire escape here that has cantilever. Again, some of the things that inspectors should look for is whether or not the fire escape has a chain on it. That means the cantilever is out of balance. So there's the chain on the cantilever. That means I have to walk out 5 to 10 steps in order to make this cantilever come down. There's a car in the way, so usually when the cantilever comes down, there's a bollard somewhere so that stops people from parking here. Even though there's clearly a no parking sign here, you do have to put in bollards, especially with cantilevers that come down, because these cars will stop the cantilever from being activated. I can clearly see that the fire escape has rust on the treads going up, and this one is bolted. The next set of treads going up are rusted, and you can clearly see rust in the welds. So that's an indication that they didn't seal them from above. Even though the treads look like they've been replaced, because there's some have been replaced and some of them are original. The bolts are there, but yet they look like they've welded the front and bolted the back. So it's a little strange combination. But we do have some serious rust further up. We can clearly see cement spalling. Fire escape does have enough paint in order for it to pass because it's pretty black. But structurally, I can see some issues, especially that are cement related. The cantilever and its release arms will not let this fire escape pass. And also obstructions with vehicles parking where these things come down. So we usually put a bollard here on the ground to stop people from parking on this fire escape. But when you come here and you look straight up, you can clearly see some rusting of the tread components and all the welded components. So when you look up, you definitely see that some of the welded treads are questionable as to whether or not rust has eaten the integrity of the weld on this fire escape. And again, this is the alleyway with Wisconsin up to the top of the street. This buildings here are the back of Milwaukee, and I believe this other side is Jackson.